able to perform such a ceremony among those I have known and loved, and to bear witness to my once cherished little baby niece, Jessica, that we waited patiently to arrive 26 years ago, who popped out with glee and who has remained a source of depth, wisdom, and pride for me. In fact, she also served as one of the flower girls for my wedding and held and tended to my son, James. And so it goes. And as you see, the witnessing belongs to us all on such an auspicious occasion. And I am deeply thankful to have been invited to play this role. Welcome. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Nicholas. There are moments in our lives that are ruled not so much by logic, but by the heart. Today is one of those moments. For today we have come here together to celebrate, to rejoice, and to witness the miracle that is love. Today we come together to unite you in marriage. Okay, it's all right. You're going to last longer than I do, aren't you? Good. With family and friends in attendance, uniting your hearts as one for the rest of your lives. But this ceremony is not the beginning of your story, is it? This ceremony signifies the continuation of all that is good, all that has been born in love, witnessed by those who loved you most. Let us take a moment to remind ourselves why we are here and the sacred nature of two people being joined together in marriage. We're about to witness something wonderful and something sacred. During the course of this ceremony, two hearts that until now have been separate but aligned are going to be joined together as one with all of you present today. As we begin our ceremony with a short blessing, I'm going to ask you to continue to join me with your own silent well wishes for Jessica and Nicholas to the words I'm about to share. Jesse and Nicholas, amid the great supporters of who you are, including all the loving ingredients that make this moment possible, we ask for you to be blessed. As you enter into the vows of marriage, may you create a partnership that is filled with great joy and deep tenderness. May your love for one another continue to grow. May it enrich you as individuals. May it nurture you and all whom you meet today and all the days of your lives. Through our own divine will, so be it. Jessica and Nicholas have read some very special letters to one another before the ceremony at the time of first look. To us, what they... Okay, there you go. Very convenient. You were wondering. Okay, amply spacious. There we go. So this was at the time of their first look, and to us what these say will remain a mystery, but for them they will serve as a sustained reminder of what has been good, true, and beautiful about their union, especially on those more challenging days, should one of those ever occur. They will place these in a box now, and this box will serve as a kind of couple's time capsule. Weddings are a time when we're reminded of the richness of love and of the many ways we've loved and been loved. But weddings are also a time when we may become aware of those who are not able to celebrate with us, those whose presence we may be missing, Jessica and Nicholas wanted to take a moment to acknowledge and honor those who are not here with us today in physical form, including Evelyn. It says her name. That's right. Norman Grant, Naomi, and Larry Siegel, and Allison Carr. May the memories of the best times you spent with anyone whose presence you may be missing at this time continue to fill you with joy. Jessica would like to share a short poem in honor of Nicholas's mother, Allison.
You've given me a gracious man with whom I share my life. You are his loving mother, and I his lucky wife. You used to rub his little head, and now I'll hold his hand. You've raised in love a little boy, and gave to me a man.
I'd like to share with you a little story. As part of the process of creating a wedding ceremony, I'm glad you have me on there. What else is in there? Okay. Each couple reflects upon the qualities that they most cherish in the other. They're asked to reflect upon their strengths as a couple, and they answer the question of why they wish to spend the rest of their lives together. As Jessica and Nicholas provided their answers, I was struck by the depth of their relationship that they share, by the ease, the grace with which they live life together. And while they are plenty serious and disciplined about their pursuits, their love of the silly and ironic is ever present. Perhaps those of you who know them will agree. I mostly appreciate that they are always ready to share their hard-earned wisdom with good humor and laughter. They met at the tail end of high school through dear friends, many of them present here today. Jessica noticed Nicholas at a pool party when Nicholas took ownership of a vintage Barbie towel of Jesse's, and she found his draw to it rather appealing. Once she concluded that he indeed liked girls, private jokes, not so private anymore, and that he was too funny for another friend of his, she allowed herself to be. She allowed herself to be swept up in a summer that was worthy of a movie. Fortunately, they also share the coincidence of going to Florida State University, which further facilitated matters and allowed them to plan early for spending years together. Their first moment of real recognition that this was not an average relationship was during an attempt to have a romantic night out under the stars on the beach, unbeknownst at that time to mom and dad. Perhaps until this moment. Perhaps it was the uncharacteristically frigid weather, the sand whipping at them from the intense winds, or the numerous bug bites that they endured that ensured their bond. Nicholas had brought this time his favorite blanket, which allowed them to survive the night. Jesse recalls amid the challenges, feeling deeply at home with Nicholas. The things that Jessica loves most about Nicholas are, aside from his handsome features, his devotion to her throughout college and especially graduate school, when she was a little crazy, perhaps a lot crazy and stressed out. He is always caring and sensitive to her feelings and tells her daily that he loves her and that she is beautiful, by text, love note, or in person, and sometimes all three. He has great patience and is able to laugh in stressful situations most of the time. He has given her the strength to do many things and has consistently encouraged her to take on new challenges. He has a great amount of courage and great confidence in himself and of the two of them together. She enjoys that Nicholas makes friends easily due to his quirky charm and humor. To add to this, he does a lot of cooking, cleaning, dog walking, and even does all the killing of scary bugs and is not deterred by the inordinate screams of Jessica, even at the smallest of spiders. Ladies, I don't know about you, but is this starting to sound like a really appealing classic like that? Pardon me, I had to throw that in. Okay, so she loves that he is so smart and mature, and yet he still has that little boy wonder and is easy to surprise. To Jessica, Nicholas's nerdiness is a huge attraction factor, and she continues to learn new things because of it.